Guess we're done with the business part of the meeting, so it's open for public comments. I'm going to ask during this time that you raise your hand, speak. You can have a few minutes on the floor. Try to restrict it to no more than 3 minutes if possible. And I'm going to ask everybody to be courteous through the comment period when somebody's speaking. So I guess it's open for public comment. No, I'm going to leave it open to more than one comment. Kevin, can you stand up, please?
Kevin Decatur. In my briefcase from the public domain, I have information from which I could draft a proposed ordinance for the immediate implementation of a wind energy project. Information is out there for both sides. I thank the committee for their work. I'm scared by a year, because with the year I would feel like we would take the whole year and we would not come to anything sooner. To have 47 things written down that are concerns, and many of them, a couple of them I like really well. Several are probably just overlapping, and maybe those could be condensed in some fashion. But most of those, the information is out there concerning those things, whatever people have done and said about those from both sides. One is left then to reasonably interpret and decide for themselves, just like a jury or a judge would, the background, the individual beliefs, the presentation, the manner of the presentation, the circumstances surrounding the presentations, the things that are said and the things that are intentionally left unsaid, and determining for themselves, as I am determining my support for a large wind generated energy project. 6 months I could live with. It might have been good to ask for public comment before you actually voted. That's just an observation. I'm not sure what the procedural things for that for your vote would be, but there was comment that was made that probably was out of place, but it was invited because of how that was done. So I just might encourage you, before taking action, to give public comment on those things from both sides. I would encourage the committee or those, and I'm going to be working at it alongside you, with my own information, to move with dispatch, to not intentionally drag one's feet, nor to seek additions to a moratorium with the intent of trying to derail the project because it's been put off and put off and put off, so that the company either moves or decides to seek legal action on their own. How much time do I have? Just 3 minutes? Am I done? And I realize that we are Ogden Township. There is a matter in which obviously we have a measure of independence and a measure of autonomy, but yet in most ways we are not all that different from the neighbors in our other communities, or neighbors in other parts of the state of Michigan, or other country or other states in this country, and we are a greater part of a national effort regarding wind energy and steps to put it in my backyard. Okay. It's not an end, it's a step. Is it perfect? Maybe, probably not. But they're going to be drilling, or hopefully, my property is near my property too. So, you know, whatever. If there's something that's going to benefit not just us, but the community, the state, the whole county as a whole, they're going to benefit from that. I'm willing to endure that. Or having my neighbor have it. My property might not be suitable for it. But if I can be one that's alongside somebody else and put it up. Thank you.
That's fine. I'm going to ask that people were talking.